Kraken Skulls. Funny name. Weird box cover. I don't get this box cover at all. I mean, I guess it's Pirate-y, but yeah, I would not buy this based on the shelf. That being said, the components of this game are fantastic, and I was very excited to try it out.
There's a ton of content in this box, but I'm just showing you the base game. But there's a lot of variety. There are these open water cards, and you're going to put 6 of them and then flip 3 in the ports. So there's lots of different ports that can be played. You're going to have a Kraken piece that's going to be going around. Players are going to place their ships out. Players are going to start with 2 battle dice and a die that's the color of their ship. And then there's also the Royal Navy ready to come in. You'll keep track of your dread, your points in this game. First person to 7 wins. When someone gets to 4, the Navy shows up. On your turn, players will simultaneously hide their die and then reveal it. If they show an anchor, they stay where they're at. Or they're going to show clockwise or counterclockwise and move a space in that direction. After moving, if you're the only person in a spot, you can plunder, which means you can bury a card from your hand, as long as it has a shovel at the top of it. You can dig up cards from the hand there, take them all. When you bury a card, you also draw 2 cards from the deck, or you can just draw cards. If you're by yourself, you're basically getting cards. There's a lot of treasure cards in this game, and you can discard 4 treasure cards from your hand, or 4 value worth of treasure cards, to get an extra die. And if you dig up a treasure, it's called a known treasure, and it'll be worth an extra treasure for that purpose. And then there's all sorts of other cards in this deck that will kind of change the game in different ways. If 2 pirates are on the same spot, they're going to fight, which will often be just both players rolling their dice and seeing who rolls more cannons. Whoever rolls more cannons will win. Get a dread. Ha ha ha. On land, you'll do whatever it says. So there's the Cape of Chaos. And here, you're going to roll the dice, 5 dice each, and you're just trying to roll the longest straight over 3 rounds. And you can re-roll dice. And whoever does that wins the fight. And sometimes there's a land fight. You'll use swords. If you end up on the Kraken, you will fight the Kraken. And as you fight the Kraken or you fight other people, you will keep track of your hits on a card. And if you destroy the Kraken and do enough damage to the Kraken, then you get points and dread for doing that. When the Royal Navy shows up, you're trying to run from them. And like I said, there are expansions in this game that add a ghost ship and other things. But basically, you're moving around the board and trying not to... You're either trying to fight another pirate to get the dread, or you're trying to avoid them to build up so that you can fight pirates.
This one just saddens me because, again, I like the pirate theme a lot. And the idea is interesting. Hey, hold a die in your hand and reveal it, and then you're going to go different spots. But there are so many problems with this game. Now, I will say one problem the game does not have: components. The cards are amazing. The dice, the Kraken dice, the tokens, everything. Such nice components. But the game itself isn't that great. It's so random. I roll dice, you roll dice. And each island, it's like, now we're going to roll dice a different way. This time we'll roll dice this way. And it just, there's some interesting decisions, but the digging and burying cards and islands is super low key. And fighting the Kraken is the most exciting thing in the game. And it's just not really balanced in that way. You have no idea where people are going. There are other games where you pick where you go. There's a very famous pirate game called Pirates Cove, or Merchant's Cove. Pirates Cove. Anyway, a very good game that you're all trying to outguess each other where you go. And if it's family weight, this one is, and I think some people are going to enjoy this, but it's just way too light and way too lucky for me. This is another 5 out of 10.